Hi, I'm Sam from Manchester Urban Diggers. We're a not-for-profit organisation based in Manchester. We run community market gardens and community gardens around Manchester, which is about sort of food growing, teaching people from the local area how to grow, creating community spaces for people, for different community groups and different parts of the community to come down and enjoy. We're excited to be teaming up with In Our Nature to show you some tips about how to grow at home, on your windowsill, balcony, what other space you've got. You can grow loads of great edibles at home, on your windowsill, on your balcony. The main decision is what you're going to grow. A couple of examples of edible flowers would be nasturtiums, marigolds, viola, chives. Other than edible flowers, we've got mixed salad leaves, radish, which are great, spring onions, and maybe tomatoes. Depending on the seed that you plant in, it sort of depends on how you're going to plant it. The smaller seeds have got less energy, so that you don't want to cover them with as much soil because they need to burst through out of the seed and up through the soil. So generally, as a rule of thumb, the bigger seeds you plant deeper and the smaller seeds are sort of scattered on the surface. When you're first planting your seeds, you want to keep the soil moist and in a warm place for it to germinate. Later, when you've got sort of bigger, sort of small plants, you want to make sure that you're watering them every 1, 2, 3 days. You don't want it to dry out. There's definitely places around where you can go to buy compost. You can take your own bag and just get a couple of scoops, and you don't need to buy a big sort of 40 litre, 80 litre bag. Places around Manchester like Hubbub Community Garden Centre do that. I mean, you can get anything. A tin can, an old milk carton, egg cups, people start off, seedlings in those. I put wood chip at the bottom of this just to give it a little bit of room for drainage. Best thing to do, put a bit of gravel or bigger stones at the bottom, and it just leaves a bit of space for so when the roots get down to that depth, they don't rot and stand in the water. So radish can take 4 weeks to grow before you harvest, and what you can do then is harvest and basically re-sow as soon as you've harvested that. Spring onions or onions can take 8 weeks to 12 weeks, and then you can leave them for longer if you want to let them bulb out. Lettuce can take 8 weeks or more, 12 weeks, and then you can just be picking them and harvesting them as you go. If you continuously harvest, then you're going to get fresher leaves and it'll keep growing for longer. So depending on the plant, you harvest at different times, obviously. For some it's quite obvious, a radish, when it's the size that you recognise in a shop, that's a good time to have it. Same with the spring onions and then the onions. For stuff like lettuce, you can just pick those as they come in. Some of the most obvious benefits are the taste, shop bought radish especially, tomatoes, and nothing compared to the stuff you can grow at home. I think it feels rewarding to plant my own, grow it, look after it, harvest it, and all that time you put in, and then to get something out at the end of it. It's definite sort of benefits for me.